In this video clip, I'm going to show how we can create a graded site. So as we all know, we have an existing site, and when we start construction, we have to do a little grading. We may need to fill or cut depending on how you want the site to look like. First, let's change this to existing, because we know this is the existing topography and we want to come over to the setting, phasing, the properties, change to existing. And then next one, we are going to come over to the site and topo solid. We need to come to the site, and then this is the graded region. Click that. So this dialog will show up, and select the topography to grade. How would you like to edit the topography? I'm going to first just create a one which is exactly the same as our existing one. Then I'm going to make modification on top of that. So click that. So after you do that, you will select this site, and when you look at the phasing created, now it is new construction. So basically at this point, we've got two topo surfaces lay on top of each other. One existing, the other one is the new construction. And the new construction is the one that I want this to be the elevation that is after grading. So I'm going to make modification on the points right over here. So we can just arbitrarily model this. Let's just do this I can just drag and move this over here. If I want to delete this point, I can also modify, and I can delete this point, select it, and you can also change, maybe add more points or just change the elevation. So let's say I want this to be 7 feet. I can change this to 7 and 7, and I want to drag this to be here to make some modification. Then I think that should be fine. Now let's see the effect of it, and just press the escape key twice, come to a 3D view, and you can see now our site is different than what we had it before. And you may see a little bit like red. The red one is basically there are two sites laying on top of each other, and this is called Z fighting effects in graphics. So now you can see one existing, the other one is new. You can also come to the phasing filter to, let's say if we just want to see the existing, then this is the existing, and if we want to see the new construction, and then you can see the difference between those two. Now let's try to do a quantity takeoff of this. Come to your view. Before we do quantity takeoff, I want to add some additional kind of identifier to it. I would put this as a name as a graded region, or you can say graded site. That's completely fine. And then for the existing one, so probably I have to use this to help me to select the right site, and this one I'm going to put this existing site. Alright, so now let's do a quantity takeoff. Then I change this to new construction, schedule and quantities. Here we have to select topo solid, since we modeled this as topo solid, and the schedule I just use the topo solid schedule. Then click OK. And in terms of the fields that I want to include in the quantity takeoff, I want to include the name. I also want to have cut. I want to have fill. And I also want to have a net cut and fill. Alright, so if you want to move the place, like the order of the column, feel free to use select the field and then move this around by using this arrow pointed up or down. And then we'll click OK. So once we click OK, we should be able to see the quantity schedule right over here. And basically this is saying for the greater region we have no cut and we just have a fill. This is the amount of cubic feet quantity of material to be filled on the graded site, on the new site. Alright, so that's it for this clip.